Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to look at how to create a nice crisp edge on your garden. I've had a lot of people asking about how to get this nice crisp edge. As you guys have noticed, this garden looks like a freshly done haircut every week. Every time I do an update, you guys usually make comments on how nice the grass looks and the nice division between the garden and the lawn. So it does take some work. I'm not going to lie, but the first time is always the time that takes the longest, and then the upkeep is fairly easy. If you have a really big yard, obviously you're not going to go to the same extreme as we do here. We go a little crazy, but it is just a small postage stamp lawn, so it's a lot easier to do. But there's a few steps and a few tools that we use, and just follow some of these steps and you'll be able to have a nice crisp edge as well. Maybe not to the same extreme, but it will still be a nice crisp edge. So anyway, the three tools that we use most often. This is a nice garden spade. It is a wonderful tool. I think everybody needs to have one of these in the garden. It's good if you have a grinding stone so that you can sharpen the edge all the time. This is great for removing sod with a nice sharp edge. It's also nice for getting roots out of the way and whatnot. This is a must-have tool in any garden. Also, just for a regular maintenance, like for along your sidewalk, this is a wonderful tool as well. It gets right in there and just cleans up the edge very easily. And a little bit of our secret weapon is these, let me see if I can get these to work, these wonderful scissors, grass shears. They have movable locations. You can change the angle of the cut, which makes it really easy so that you can easily go across, trim the top, and yeah, get it done. So let's come in a little bit closer and I'll show you what I do to make this edge a nice crisp edge. Again, I don't really need to do this because it already looks really good. But I'll take it from square one and show you how to get it started. Okay, so I'm just going to clear out some of the mulch out of the way so that I can recover this zone. Mulch is already decomposing quite a bit. Just very little. I'll replace some of this later. As you can see, there's already a nice crisp edge, but if you didn't have this, you would take your garden spade and just go along the edge, dig up about 4 to 6 inches along the edge of your garden. I have clay soil here, so it makes it hard. If you have sand, it makes it better, or sandier soil. Oh, all the geese. Just break up your clumps if you have some clumps. The reason why you want to dig it down about 4 to 6 inches is because your grass has runner roots. There's some runner roots going through that will come into the garden and start making little baby blades of grass within your garden. If you do a nice deep trench here, then you get the air pruning of the roots. So the grass naturally just goes to the edge and stops. If it was soil or lawn and then soil same level, or even if the garden was a little bit higher, the grass roots will go off into it and then start sprouting within the garden, and then you got to weed all the time. So this is the beginning point. Usually I will just leave the soil up here, and as it rains it will do its thing, or you could put it in a wheelbarrow and take it away. In my case, this is yucky clay and it's not very nice, so you don't really want to reuse that. So I'm still going to put it back because I don't need to get rid of it. I already have a nice edge on here, and then I'm going to put the mulch back over top. Okay, so this is the initial, you want to get a 4 to 6 inch deep trench around your garden, and then when you mow, you'll want to use these scissors. and just go along the edge of the grass and trim anything that faces out. If you have a big space, I don't recommend doing this. Your hands will get really, really sore, and it's not really necessary. But as long as you have this trench, you will be good to go. And then, say mid-season, you're noticing that your trench is filling in. That's when these half-moon ones come in handy. You're just going to go in just to the depth of where are we here? Just this deep. You're just going to go in and just move it up. Just do the same thing. This is going to be a lot easier because you've already got somewhat of an edge going on. So if you continue to do this, I don't know, we do it every time we mow, but as long as you do it, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a season, you're going to have a really, really lovely lawn. You're going to have that nice defined line, and people are really going to notice. Again, we go to a little bit of an extreme, but as long as you do it a couple of times a season, you should be good to go. Because the natural, the dip that you're creating, the trench, will naturally prune the roots. So you're not going to have that little bit of grass growing in the side. Anyway, give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. Maybe you can use this information, maybe you can't. Again, if you have a really, really big yard, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But even if you could do it once or twice a season, again, it's a big job in the beginning, but maintaining it is a lot easier than the initial setup. So anyway, happy growing, everyone, and I'd love to see some pictures of your garden. I know that people show me pictures of their plants all the time, but I love to see garden shapes. I think garden shapes are wonderful. That's my favorite part of doing a garden, is laying out the hose and getting the nice curves, and it's like an art form. I would love to see what your gardens look like. Anyway, happy growing, everyone.